Hi. Well, hello there. Welcome back to Tarotfied, where true crime meets the tarot and the shadows of the past come alive in the cards. I'm Wilhelmina Warning, a tarot reader, a medium, and available for private readings. If you love stories of the strange, the unexplained, true crime, and creepy, please like, share, and subscribe so you do not miss the next case. Trust me, things are going to get weirder from here. Tonight, we're traveling back to Philadelphia, 1949, a case that sounds like a ghost story, but was all too real. A respected housewife, a mother of three, vanished into thin air, from her own home no less, without a trace. And the only witness was her 9-year-old daughter. This is the mystery of Dorothy Forstein. Are you ready to be terrified? Let's go. Dorothy Cooper Forstein was a well-liked woman in Philadelphia. She lived with her husband Jules, a city magistrate, and their 3 children. Her life seemed ordinary until 1945, when Dorothy was brutally attacked inside of her home. She was beaten so badly, she spent weeks in the hospital. Though she survived, her attacker was never identified, and no motive was ever discovered. 4 years later, October 18th, 1949, Dorothy's husband was away at a political function. Dorothy stayed home with her children, her teenage stepdaughter, and 2 younger children, Edward and little Marcy. That night, Dorothy answered her phone, told her stepdaughter to go to a neighbor's house. But what happened next is one of the strangest accounts in missing person history. 9-year-old Marcy later told police she saw a strange man enter her home. She said picked up her mother, who was either unconscious or unable to resist, carried her out the front door. When Dorothy struggled, Marcy said she didn't scream though. She just looked funny. Dorothy was never seen again. Her purse, her keys, her coat, all left behind. The front door showed signs of forced entry though. But no one knows what happened. What really did happen to Dorothy Forstein? One theory is abduction, connected to her husband's work. See, Jules, was a magistrate who dealt with criminals on the regular. Some believe Dorothy may have been targeted for revenge for one of his cases. The earlier 1945 beating supports this idea. Theory 2 is a secret personal connection. Others speculate that Dorothy may have known her abductor. The lack of struggle suggests she might have recognized the man, even if reluctantly. Theory 3, psychological stress. Some suggest Dorothy may have staged her own vanishing, but this theory actually is pretty weak. She left everything behind, and her daughter witnessed her being carried out by some strange man that she'd never seen before. Because of Marcy's haunting testimony, some consider whether Dorothy's disappearance had an almost supernatural quality to it. A man appearing silently, carrying her away without a struggle, never to be traced. While this theory strays into folklore, the lack of answers really does keep it alive. To this day, Dorothy's body has never been recovered, and the case remains completely unsolved. No leads, really. No clues, no witnesses. Now, this is where we talk to the cards. Such a strange case. So odd. What happened to Dorothy? Actually, these 3 are coming out right on top. Let's see what they are. The 5 of Wands. Usually the Five of Wands is gearing for battle. But they're fighting, but they're not fighting with swords. It's like they're getting ready, preparing. Queen of Wands. Maybe this was her. But I don't know. Maybe this could be a disappearance. See? A female in trouble. But then the Tower. The most tricky card in the deck. The Tower, as you know, signifies sudden change, complete 180. I know, your foundation being shattered. Usually sometimes this card with this Tower, this just looks like they're actually coming into the horizon. But maybe what's interesting about this one is because this card is really like looking like outer worldly. Usually in the tarot cards, especially with the Tower card, they usually it's two people. One's falling out of the tower, but one is jumping out. But it's usually an abrupt change, a shift, if you will, sudden upheaval. The Tower is usually, some say, is the worst card in the deck, but I kind of disagree because sometimes the Tower can be a good thing. But in the case of disappearance of poor Dorothy, and by the way this card looks, it just seems supernatural to me. This is the one case that I've started researching, that I've read about since my new little baby channel has started, that really seems very supernatural. But at the same time, it really seems like it could have something to do with her husband's work. A magistrate. Isn't that an attorney, right? A lawyer. Dealing with criminals. Maybe mafia ties. But how did that 9-year-old girl watch a grown man take her mother out of the house and nobody saw anything? No neighbors? That's insane. This is probably one of the strangest cases I've read. And, well, we're just going to keep getting even more weirder and crazier on this channel. So please follow me. What do you think about Dorothy? What do you think happened to her? Let me know if you know anything about this case or you've learned anything about it. Drop a comment below. Always be nice. Always be kind. If you're mean to me or anybody that follows my channel, I'm going to automatically block you. Sorry. We got to be nice here. The world is cruel enough. And especially these crazy cases with these crazy cards. But tell me, what do y'all think? Drop a line below. Dorothy Forstein's disappearance has been baffling Philadelphia for more than 70 years. A mother carried out of her own home, her only daughter a witness, and not a single answer since. Like I said, drop a comment, let me know. I'm Wilhelmina Warning, and I'm your host here for Tarotfied. Please join me next week for another crazy tale, chilling disappearances, the strange and unusual, the morbid, the curious, the macabre. And until I see you next time, stay sane inside insanity. Keep your cards close, but keep your eyes open. Until next time, stay terrified.